What is going on, everybody? Coming to you live from the Apex here in Las Vegas as we get ready for a big one, International Fight Week. Jimmy Denning sitting in, Caleb back at the studio, but Gabe's been staring at us for like 15 minutes. He's like, can we get through this? I got things to do. The gifted one, Gabe Green, hanging out with us. How are you, Gabe?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me. I loved the last time you guys had me on, and hopefully you guys can have me on a bunch more times.
No, we would absolutely love that. I know we throw really difficult questions at you, like the contest that's coming up in about 6 minutes that you're going to find out about. Fight Week, what is it like for you? Do you try to concentrate not to concentrate on Fight Week, or are you thinking about Saturday today already on Wednesday?
I mean, your mind is your mind. Thoughts definitely come about, thinking about the fight and whatnot. But I try not to get caught in that rabbit hole of, well, what if he does this? I'm gonna do this. I'll figure that out when we're inside there. So just until then, I hang out with my friends. Me and Josh were thinking about going to watch a movie because there's a cinema right there at the hotel we're staying at.
What movie?
We haven't seen Jurassic World, although I heard some bad things about it. But I mean, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Movie theaters are a great place to take a nap.
Yeah. Listen, I've just discovered something. We have the same birthday. You May the 2nd?
Yes, May 2nd.
Oh, see, all the best people in the world have May the 2nd as their birthday.
These are facts.
So it's me, it's you, it's The Rock, it's David Beckham.
Yep.
There's
four
great athletes in there, isn't there?
The Mount Rushmore.
Hold on a second. Now I want you to remember that. I want you to remember who has the same birthday. Screw with that. I'm not supposed to, help this along.
Right.
Just remember who has the same birthday. Okay, back to your question.
But that's quite I feel my testosterone has literally just been lifted like 10% just by hearing that. That's amazing. But we like I said, media day, media week, fight week. Obviously, everybody's here that normally isn't here. So literally everybody in this sport is here, and they all ask you the same sort of questions. But what I think people actually like to know is kind of like when you said about going to the cinema, they want to know what you're going to see. Fans want to see what you do in your sort of spare time. What is a typical day? Let's say the minute the fight's over, you go back home. How do you spend your days? Are you a quiet guy? Do you sit at home? Do you just play video games and watch movies? Do you consistently live the MMA life? Are you consistently always training, always focused on the game? Or do you give yourself a bit of time to come away and say, right, I'm going to leave that aside and live my life?
I'm pretty boring. Wake up, pray, go to the gym, come home, pray, go to sleep, do it again.
Even when you're not in camp?
Even if I'm not in camp. I might take if after the fight, I'm a little sore or something like that.
Yeah.
I might skip out on, the striking or something like that and just keep it a little bit more like, loose jiu-jitsu rolling. But, now I'm always trying to get better. I started training late relative compared to, most of the guys that I'm competing against. So I've always had this, I need to get better.
I get it.
You should have it, but I was like, nah, I'm playing catch up, so I try not to leave the gym at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just one more thing that in this day and age where conditioning is so important. What are your feelings on those athletes? Will remain nameless because some of them may be in your division. That let's say they finish Saturday night, and then for 3 or 4 weeks they go nuts. They put loads of weight on, they eat terribly, and then they spend the first 3 or 4 weeks of the next camp cutting weight. Are you one of these people that genuinely believes that is good for your mental health, or do you think it's actually detrimental to your physical health where you're a fighter's concerned? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's definitely both. Burnout's real. It's definitely a real thing. You definitely need to know when you got to take that time back and just chill out, relax, and unwind a little bit. But going from super in shape to not in shape and then back into super, it's putting a bunch of extra stress on your body that's not needed.
Yeah.
But all power to them. They do whatever they want.
People,
they have freedom of choice. Yeah.
Yeah, they do it.
Caleb, are you there? Caleb. We were trying this new thing where one's at the station.
It's failed.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say it's failed.
What other sports do you watch? Do you you're sitting at home and as a fan, or as something you would like to go do?
I would usually watch football and basketball, hockey, but I've noticed that I've watched other sports like increasingly less. Like the more I get into martial arts, and I'm just like training martial arts. And then when I'm taking my break, if I'm not training, I kind of like to do like absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Like not even like I don't want to play a video game.
Just chill.
I don't want to watch a movie either. I don't want to read a book.
Yeah.
I just kind of just throw my hands back, lay on my bed, and just.
Can you watch a fight as a fan, or are you always watching a fight, as that's your profession, maybe picking up something?
I mean, if it's a street fight, I'm watching it as like a regular like, wow, that guy's got some spunk. But yeah, I mean, if I'm watching the fights, I'm definitely. I found as of late, my mind definitely goes to like, oh, like that could be useful. I might steal that, or like, why did he do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I'm definitely like critiquing more than anything.
Is there a way for you to watch it and not critique it? And the reason I ask you that is I'm a judge in the state of Florida, and I always hate when people, oh, he won a round, but he didn't watch half of the fight. So if I want to watch as a fan and just to enjoy it, I'll look away for like 10 seconds. Because then in my mind, I can't tell you who won, so now I can just chill and watch it as a fan. Do you need to do something like that to watch it as a fan and not as work?
I've never thought about that, but I might give it a go. Okay. I'll let you know the next time.
Listen, away from the sport, am I right in assuming that you have a business degree?
Yes.
So a lot of people have this perception of fighters in any form of the fight game that we're all mindless, brutes and all this kind of stuff. And they don't really, especially in MMA, they don't understand the dedication and the honor and respect that goes with being a martial artist. But being smart and having a plan for after the fight game, where do you see yourself? Not that you're going to end your career anytime soon, right. Hopefully onto great things, but after you finish fighting, do you have a plan? Do you have a thing that you think, I'm going to use that degree and I'm going to go open this, or I'm going to do this, or focus my attentions there?
Yes, I got like a couple things. Before I got my business degree, I was pre-med, and I switched it to business economics because I really wanted to, I started training in college and I really wanted to focus on college, but I was like, pre-med might make my window of fighting a lot smaller because I'm gonna have to focus on the whole medical school thing. So I was like, maybe when I get out of here, I can go back to med school.
Yeah.
And so as of now, though, my thoughts are I'm up in the air between going back to med school and then becoming a doctor, doing my residency, but I love fighting so much that I don't want to like separate from the sport too much. Mm-hmm. So I would love to get my doctor, my MD, just to be like a cage-side doctor. If not that though, I've also been thinking about the idea of just opening up my own like agency and representing fighters as like sports management.
I want that bumper sticker. My doctor can beat up your doctor. I definitely want that. Finally, what can the fans expect on Saturday when you get in the octagon?
Just action, man. I come to fight. A lot of, the door closes. We're locked in there. I'm definitely not going to run away from the other guy. I can't always say the same will be, like my opponent will do the same. Sometimes he's going to run away from me. I'm going to try to make the cage as small as possible and make the fight happen. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to make, put those butts in the seats and, make an entertaining fight. So I'm going to bring the fight every time.
All right, now the pressure's on you. If you remember, we'd like to thank you for coming on the show. So we're going to send you another care package from 8 Man Strong and a box of socks from Odd Sock Official. But we brought some socks. So we have an inner bet right now as to what pair will be the first pair selected. You were the first person, at the start of the show. So look through, and I've already enticed enough, but I was told that I can't kind of push.
Think wisely.
Yeah, think wisely. Think birthday. And while you're looking, unless you're ready to pick, are you ready to pick?
Yeah.
All right, go pick.
I'm going
to go. Oh! All three of us lose.
We're giving our ages away. We missed that
Exactly.
one.
Not that I was enticing that it's The Rock's, you know, you and The Rock have the same birthday, and, you know.
No, I was honestly thinking of going back to the future, but yeah,
That's awesome. If you would pick one as well, you are welcome to. Gabe, as always, thank you very much for coming on. Have fun on Saturday, and we will talk to you again real soon.
yeah, thank you for having me.
All right,
bro.
let's go hit a quick break. Coming to you live from the Apex. This is Knockout Radio, brought to you by 8 Man Strong and Stepson.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
He just picked the Rock.
Did you? Oh, you were so close. You went with The Rock.